Alright guys, so welcome back to our channel. And today, I just want to give you some updates with what's happening now here in our garden. And also, I have a very big problem today because now I am thinking of removing these roses in these pots because I have some new babies now. And I feel guilty because I can see that these earth angel, they are my earth angel, are starting to be established in here, and here I am about to remove them. So what I'm going to replace them with, well, I want to bring back those memories when we had those huge ball of petunias here in our garden, which I never did for a long time. So last year we had some petunias over there in that part where I planted those tulips. By the way, I'll give you some tulips update later. And now I'm thinking of having two big ball of petunias here in these two pots. And what I'm thinking is I'll have some combinations of some of our babies. And we actually just came back from Miter 10. And we decided to buy some petunias, and let me just show you what I have. It's so windy here today, that's why I just kept them in here. So here are the petunias. These are the Supertunias from Proven Winners. So let me just start. The first one that we have here in front is Supertunia fuchsia. That's one of my favorite petunias of all time. Actually, these Proven Winners petunias are my all-time favorite. They are really, really reliable. They are so healthy, vigorous, and so prolific. I think these are the only petunias that you can really rely on, and I feel there's nothing else I could trust other than this brand when it comes to petunias, these super petunias. And then the next one I have in here, it is also a very popular one, and these are the Supertunia bubblegum. And this one is the photo of the Supertunia bubblegum that we made back in 2021. I think it was during the pandemic. And look at that. It really performed well. That's why I really love Supertunia bubblegum, because it's really, really reliable if you want to create a big ball of petunias. And by the way, the color white Supertunia that you see there is the Supertunia silverberry. And that's the one that we have mainly on that big ball of petunias when we had, I don't know, I think it was 4 years ago. And here you go, the new member of the family. This is Supertunia Flambane. And I believe this is a mini vista petunia, but this flower actually is looking big for a mini vista. So I have a couple of those, and I will plant the three of them each in these pots. One Supertunia plum, one Supertunia bubblegum, and one Supertunia fuchsia. So that's what I will be doing shortly. But let me also just give you some updates with some of my roses here. And as you can see, it's really, really windy. This is the start of the windy season here in New Zealand, when the weather is changing, because we are now officially spring, and this is really a normal thing here. And my roses, they started giving me some new growth back in July, and now they stop last August, I don't know, for some reason, maybe because it's too cold. Now that it's getting to become a bit warmer here in New Zealand, now I'm seeing some new roses growth in here. And by the way, these ones that I'm showing you right now are Matthew's roses. These are my grandma's grandma rose. Yeah. So these are very nice, super double. Should I say super double? Because it's really fully double. Lots of petals from these roses, and they are also lovely. Some updates. Look at this one. This is one of my climbing roses here in our garden. First time having them here, just like those earth angels. This is my test of the Durbabills, and of course that's by David Austin. And I'm just trying to test it, and see how tests of the Durbabills perform here in our garden this season, and just want it to climb up here and just see it. And if it performs, oh my god, something just dropped on my something just dropped on my arm. And yeah, let's see how this one performs, and I hope it will not be ruined and destroyed by this strong wind. I think I need to tie this branch here because it's really, I think, there are lots of there are lots of thorns and it's hurting me. So I think I will have to tie that one. And for the meantime, let me just put my bag, because as mentioned, we just came back. Let me just put my bag inside our house, and I will be back to give you some more updates. And here's the update here in front of our garden. And look at that. The tulips are starting to wake up, and for sure we will see some more flowers next week. So stay tuned, guys. I can't wait to show it to you. And by the way, this is my Dayasha. And here we are in this walkway, and we are now starting to see some colors here from our tulips. But mainly, I am seeing just some white tulips here and the red one here. But I'm expecting that by next week we'll be seeing more colors from this side of our garden, and we will see these tulips blooming. Give it a week or two and we will see some more colors, and we'll definitely give you some more updates when it comes to that. But let me just take you back in here because I have another David Austin rose that is just blooming here now. And this is my Darcy Basil. I trimmed this one so early, back in June, early June, which I think I will never do again because I never really followed the guide here in New Zealand, which is to trim your rose when it's late July. That's what I said, what I heard. But I think I should really do the trimming early, maybe first week of August, because I feel when I did the trimming back in first, I think that was first week of June. When I did that last season, last winter, what happened is that after a few weeks they started to produce some new growth, and that I think it's not really good because those growth those growth that I've seen that started growing after trimming them, they also kind of died later on because it became a bit colder in July and August, so they didn't really perform well. Although they tried to give me some flowers, as you can see here right now, they try their best to give me something after trimming them, but the weather just will prevent your growth from growing nicely when it's a bit cold. So that is already a lesson for me not to trim them so early, so you don't encourage them to give you some new shoots. So for now, um, since I already trimmed them, I'm not going to do anything anymore. But yeah, these are the result, I think, of my early pruning back in first of first week of June. So I'm not gonna do that anymore. But these are lovely roses. This is my Darcy basil. Some of our new plants here. Look at this one. These are the nemesias, and these are called Nemesia Sunsatia queens, and that's what it looks like. And I don't know, this season I really fell in love with nemesias. I have one in here which is blood orange, and that's also really really beautiful. But this one here are also nice. I'm going to put this one on top of these urns. So we will remove this, and this will be planted in here, and the other one in here. I have another um, it's actually, I'm not sure if I'm going to remove this. I'm thinking of moving these what are these again? I forgot the name of these plants. I'm thinking of putting it back in those pots. So let me just show you this one. This one is also starting to show some nice growth. Yeah, I think I probably have to move this one. By the way, these are, so these are my verbenas, and these are the red ones. They're also from proven winners. The thing that I like about these verbenas, these are, I don't know, they're easy to get perennialized here in our garden. But for some reason, I'm not really growing them that much because some of them, they're kind of prone to powdery mildew. But actually, this one does not have powdery mildew, so probably have to move this one together with the Supertunias. Yeah, I think it's a nice combination with those, and this one will be moved as well. And then just going back here, we're doing a massive project here because my partner is now clearing this part again, and I was actually a bit upset because he removed some of the plants in here, and now we're really gonna use this as a veggie patch. So we'll have some eggplants, that's what he likes, and some of the roses here are starting to bloom now. Look at that. So this is my rhodal, and look at this rhodal. It's starting to produce some flower buds. And behind it, some Matthews roses. These huge ones are the vintage roses. And then, oh, my partner also moved this climbing rose here. This is City of London, and then another Matthews rose. This is my Nahima. I think I need to move this Nahima as well. Yeah, I think I need to move some of these. And he also planted this one here, which is not good. This is my pilgrim. I was about to plant it somewhere else, but anyway, I think I need to take some action here immediately because my partner is doing some not so good job here, and I need to um yeah, do some work here and probably move some of the plants as well. And just to give you some updates, here is my lady gardener from David Austin, and now it has this huge flower bud in here. I'm really excited to see this one. I thought this one is orange, but it's pink, but it's fine. Then I have another grandma's rose in here, but this one is from Rob Summerfield. So it is grandma's rose, and there's flower bud there already. And the other one from Matthew's rose is my grandma. So I have two grandma's rose here, but from different producers. Now to give you some updates. So this is where I planted this yellow nemesia, and I'm really excited to see this one bloom here. I just moved this one in this part of our garden so it will get some sunlight. And then the other one is planted here as well. So it's just on the other side for just some morning sunlight. And we're going here now, guys. Back again in this part of our garden. So I already planted these Supertunias in these pots, and for sure this one will not go away. I just realized that I think, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do something um, more noticeable this season, because these petunias are more long lasting compared to roses. So I just thought we'll have something like that this time here in our garden. I'm really, really excited to see this, how it's gonna perform this time around, and really excited to show you the result of this. So what I did now here is I have the Supertunia fuchsia here. That is the Supertunia bubble gum, and as you can see, this is the Supertunia plum vein. So that's the one there, and of course at the center I just decided to let's just incorporate the verbena. This climbing, it's not really climbing, it's a crawling verbena. I forgot the name of this one, but I'll just put the name down below if I find it. And then of course it's the same thing on the other side, although there's nothing flowering in here, but it's the same pattern. So we have the Supertunia fuchsia here, Supertunia bubblegum, and that's the Supertunia plum vine. Plum, why I keep saying plum vine? Plum vein. So at the center, yeah, that's the um, verbena, the creeping verbena we have here from last year. So both of them are red verbena. So I'm just really excited to see this perform here in our garden. Just give it probably a couple of weeks or 3 to a month, and for sure, actually, probably before the end of September, yeah. End of September, we'll definitely see something noticeable changes in these two pots. For sure, you will like it. So stay tuned to that one, guys. Alright guys, I think that would be all for today, and again thank you very much for watching this video, and I'm really excited to give you some updates with what's happening here in our garden in the coming weeks, because in these coming weeks there are lots of things that will be worth watching. So stay tuned guys, and these tulips for sure will give you the light once you start seeing them blooming here in our garden. Alright guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you again on my next one. Bye for now.